And we're continuing our Gen Con coverage 2019. I am here at Queen's Games with David, whom I called Keith before.
It's all right.
And he's going to give us a quick rundown of Copenhagen rolling right. So as you know, we did the review of Copenhagen. We loved it. So this one really caught my attention, and I'm very curious to see how this plays. So take it away, David.
Yeah, so you've played Copenhagen, and you can definitely see the bones of Copenhagen in this game.
Absolutely.
I mean, it translated very well to a roll and write and was produced very quickly, as a matter of fact. It just fit very well with the genre.
Well, yeah, Copenhagen came out not too long ago. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
This came out very quickly. But basically what you're doing in the roll and write is you're going to use the dice. You're going to, on your turn, you're going to roll the dice, and you want to get sets of dice. So there's the 5 different colors, and then there's the wild. So in this case, I would have 3 yellow. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that 3 yellow, and I'm going to make one of these shapes here.
Right.
In that case, I'm going to do the 3 yellow, and I'll put it on my board. Now I have the board upside down right now, so it makes it a little difficult. But so I might do the 3 yellow like that. Okay?
Right.
And every shape has one non-window space, but you get to choose how to orient the shape, and you get to choose where the non-window space is. So for instance, windows are circles, and the non-window is an X.
An X there. Okay.
But I could have done it the X here and the circles there,
right.
and so on. But anyway, a lot like Copenhagen, you are going to score points for completing rows and completing columns. If you complete a row, it's worth 1 point. If you complete a column, it's worth 2 points. If it's all windows, it's double. So 2 for a row and
it's
4
exactly
for
like the
it's
original
exactly
game.
like the original game. But once I'm done, any dice that are left over, the other 2 players can choose. In this case, they have a choice of red or purple, and they're going to check off either a red box or a purple box. Now, these are special powers that they will get throughout the game. Now, if I had rolled all 5 yellow, then the other players would get nothing. Right.
Okay.
So,
So that's very different than the original
yeah,
game.
so the special powers are denoted by the stars. So every player starts with 2 rerolls, because the red power is rerolls. But let's say I've X'd off to this point. Well, now I have a third reroll that I can use. And this plus sign that we see here, when I buy a red shape, I can add 1 to it.
So it's basically like if you rolled a 4 red, you could buy the 5 red.
And I could just X that off. I've used that power.
Okay,
exactly.
so they're one shots.
One shots, exactly.
Okay, gotcha.
But once I get to here, now I could do it again.
All over
right?
again. Oh, that's
so
really cool.
The reroll power. This blue power allows you to, when you put a shape down, it's all windows.
It's all windows. It's
all windows,
here, yeah.
exactly. This one allows you to just put an X out somewhere.
Okay.
Okay. This one allows you to change one color of dye into another, so I could turn my reds into yellows, and now I have 4 yellows, or I could turn my yellows into reds, and now I have 4 reds.
Okay.
And this power, the yellow power, one thing that I didn't mention is these tiles here, or these shapes here, are infinite. They can be bought throughout the game endlessly. These shapes here are limited.
Like the base game. I remember
the base
this.
game.
That's right.
If I buy a 4 red, I
gone.
X that out, and that means that there's 1 less shape available. If this gets bought, there are no more 4 red. The yellow power allows you to use a tile that is not available.
Okay, that's what that is.
Yeah,
Oh, that's really cool.
And you can use combos, like you could say, okay, I'm going to do a reroll, and I'm going to turn my purple into blue, and I'm going to make it all windows, and it's a 5, which is already taken, but I'm going to go ahead and use my yellow power to do, so you can combo your powers and do that sort of thing.
And I see here, like the base game, the first player to 12.
The first player to 12. Now there's equal turns. So if you were the start player and you got to 12, I would have one more roll.
Turn to try. And
if I ended it, it would be over. One thing too is, like the base game, you see the shields here.
Those,
If you complete a shield row or column, you have 2 choices. You can either immediately put a window out somewhere on your board, or you can X 2 boxes off one of your colors.
Very cool. Okay.
In addition, if you get to the end, so you've X'd all of them off, you score 2 points.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, there it is.
Right, so you score points for rows and
That's
columns.
really
you score points
cool.
like this. You have your special. Like I said, you can see.
Copenhagen. I definitely see Copenhagen in this game, and it's amazing how quickly it came out. I know it's still not out yet, but I mean, the game is pretty much done, but this will be an Essen release, as we said, right?
That's correct. Yes, an Essen release. But yeah, and one reason why that came out so quickly is just because it translated so well. 5 colors. You have a 6-sided dice.
It works
5 colors
perfectly.
in a wild. Boom, you're done. Right?
That looks really cool. Nice little portable box. This looks good. Hopefully we'll get some review copies way later on this year, and we'll show that to you. David, thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Subscribe now to our channel to stay in the loop. If you like our work, help us continue by sharing the channel to your gaming team. Thanks for watching and happy gaming.